All right, so this morning I wanted to talk about how I plant pea and sunflower shoots. One thing I do is pre-soak and sprout the peas and the sunflowers. So let me show you and talk a little bit about that first. So these are 10 by 20 flats. There's a flat with holes in it, inside a solid flat to catch the water. I do 2 flats of peas, 1 flat of sunflowers, and I start out with 10 ounces of pea seed per flat, so this is 20 ounces total, and 6 ounces of sunflower. I find that 6 ounces of sunflower will produce right at almost 2 pounds of harvested sunflower shoots, depending on if I'm growing yellow peas or letting them exposed to light and make the green pea shoots. Varies the yield. So 10 ounces in each one produces about a little over half a pound of yellow pea shoots, or pound and a half of green pea shoots if you put them in the sunlight. Yellow pea shoots are something a few chefs like, and all I do to grow those, everything is the same except you keep them covered and out of the sunlight. They'll grow the same height, but they won't have all of the leaves and the runners, and they won't be green, they'll be yellow. So I soak the seed for 24 hours in water, and then I rinse it, and then I put it back in the container, not in water, but they're moist, and let them sprout. And these have been sprouting for 48 hours. So you can see here they all have little tails that are starting. And the good thing about sprouting them this way is it doesn't delay your harvest time. So if you were to plant them immediately after you soak them, or if you let them germinate for 2 days and then plant them, your harvest time will be the same because the seed is already growing. It didn't slow that down in any way. I like sprouting them this way because I find if I put them onto the trays right away without sprouting them a little bit, the chances of mold or the seed rotting is greater. So I have better success when I do it this way. So we'll split these about in half. Spread them out. So you have adequate coverage on your tray. And spread out the sunflower seeds too. Same thing with the sunflower seeds. You can see they're sprouted about the same length, and that's the root. So once we get them in here in the soil, we'll be putting some weight on top of them for a couple of days, and that will force that root to grow straight down. Once you uncover them, really 3 days, they do almost all they need to do, 3 or 4 days, and you're done. One thing I will do is I take something to kind of press them into place. And then I do water them a little bit. Now the soil that I used was pre-moistened, so the soil's not completely dry, and it's about 1 inch of soil in there. All right, so that'll be enough to get them going. Now what I do is stack them, so the weight on top helps the seeds, the roots to grow down. Put a empty tray on top. and some extra weight. A couple of days and these will be ready to uncover and finish growing.